You're right. I forgot all about those. What other as seen on TV stuff is there?
The biggest bites, the hardest hits, the biggest fish. Now you can catch more fish, bigger fish than you ever imagined.
Oh.
With the #1 selling lure of all time, the original flying lure is back.
The flying lure. Oh yeah. The helicopter lure.
Don't go away, folks, because we're going to show you the best topwater action you've probably ever seen.
Not so sure about that one, Mr. Martin.
We're going to helicopter. Dum-da-da-dum.
Woohoo! Rolling Martin.
Ooh.
Really? That catches fish?
Come on, big, and hit it.
I'm not sure I would have put my name on that.
I love it. You watch.
I love this laugh. All right.
Applied for a patent for it.
I'm sold. Oh, the Fishin Snake.
If you or anyone in your family loves to fish and catch big fish,
That's
then
the
you're
one.
gonna try the Fishin Snake. It's all over the internet and YouTube. The lure that's caught 2 of the biggest largemouth bass of 2007.
I forgot all about those.
Professor Doug Hannons. Doug's caught over 800 10-pound plus largemouth bass.
Doug Hannons, the bass professor.
Would these work slithering through the lily pads, grass, hydrilla stumps, rocks, whatever the structure is at your favorite fishing hole?
That actually looks pretty darn awesome. That's it. That's awesome right there. 3 more as seen on TV lures. I smell a sequel. It's time to get it done. Let's do the as seen on TV lures part 2. Here, buddy. I'm ready to place my order. When can I expect these? Yeah! I'm putting it on my calendar right now. Almost there. 1 more day. Oh, yes, 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 it's the day. Mail should be here now. It's 11 o'clock. It's here. Yes, 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 yes. It's the day. Are they here? Are they here? Are they here? Oh, yeah. What? Man. Yeah, I'd like to make an order for delivery, please. Oh! here all of the remaining As Seen on TV lures that I could find. That's right, I ordered them all and they're finally here. It's finally time to do the As Seen on TV fishing lures Part 2. The sequel to my first video, and it wouldn't be complete until I did these 3 remaining As Seen on TV lures. I can't wait to get my hands dirty, get in here and see exactly what's in these things. And then of course, get out on that water and put them to the test the way I know best. Let's see if we can prove one more time if these are just very clever commercials geared more at hooking you than they are at hooking fish. So here it is, guys, the 3 remaining As Seen on TV lures. Let's get into it right now. So here we go, and we might as well start with the big box. They always say good things come in small packages. I like big packages. I like big bass. I like big. But ooh, that is a sharp ass knife. I already cut myself. Ouchies. Oh, look at what I done. Kids, let that be a lesson to you. Never get too excited when dealing with sharp antique knives. Jesus. Here we go. Let's see. Open up what's in this big old box here. Oh yeah! It's the helicopter lure from Roland Martin. I believe this came out in like the early 90s, As Seen on TV. There's the man himself, looking a little different than back in the day. I've actually seen a couple different videos of people using this. Out of all the As Seen on TV lures, it gotta be the goofiest looking lure that I've ever seen. It looks like some kind of Christmas tree ornament or something, part of a blender or something. I really don't know exactly what you were going at with this. The idea behind this is mostly a top water lure, like using a buzz bait, the birth of the whopper plopper right here. I know where you guys got your idea from. Catch more and bigger fish with quicker strikes and surer sets. Oh yeah. We reached so far back into the vintage As Seen on TVs that this kit comes with a VHS. Let's open this up. Brand new kit, probably worth something as a collector's item. That don't mean a damn to me. We want to see if it catches fish, that's it. Who cares what it's actually worth? There they are, guys. Woo! The helicopter lures. This thing better work because I got a ton of helicopter lures now. Let's see. Woo. They are a fairly stiff and durable soft plastic. This thing like spins, kind of like a fan or something. Very, You wouldn't think a fish would eat that. What does that actually resemble out in the fish world? What is this mimicking? Anteater's nose? Nothing natural, that's for sure. It's the motion and the commotion and the whatever. This thing is revolutionary. It's supposed to revolutionize the industry. I don't understand what's gonna eat this. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes and videos, I would never, ever think this would actually work. It does come with about 5 of these big, like about a 5 extra wide gap hook. A bunch of these swivels. As this thing spins, hopefully it doesn't create an extra ton of line twist on your line. Instructions. Yep. Instructions are very important. And give me that crap. Where's my VHS? Oh, there it is. VHS. I don't have a VCR. Chances are very, very likely I'm never going to watch this video. Hey, I got ripped off. Right here on the box here, Mr. Martin tells me 5 nail weights. I have 0 nail weights. Roland, expect an email from me. I want my nail weights. Impregnated with Dr. Juice scent. I don't smell anything. It smells like plastic. Maybe there's like a shelf life on Dr. Juice's scent. It faded. Your musk is gone, my friend. Wow, that's fantastic, Roland Martin. I'm glad you put your name behind this, but I'm gonna put your helicopter lure to the test. Let's see if this funky looking thing can actually catch us some bass. Let's see what's in box number 2. As Seen on TV lure number 2 is, oh yeah baby, the best selling lure of all time. It's the flying lure, baby. Read me first. Read me first, it says. Haha, there it is, the flying lure. This is actually actually pretty cool, guys. I think it's got a really cool concept. It is at least different than most of these other as seen on TV lures. It actually has a creative side to it that most of them are lacking. They have a very unique design where they actually pendulum or continue to go forward once they hit the water, rather than a regular lure that falls and sinks down like a little frisbee. Keep going forward. It's a really cool concept, really cool idea. I actually think this one will work fairly well. But here it is. There's your flying lure. Look that. It looks a lot like a tube jig. Absolutely. Except it's flat. And they have this unique design weight that goes inside it like a tube jig weight. The eye is actually backwards here, sits back where the tentacles are, and the hook is at the front. When you cast this thing into the water, it'll hit the water, it'll go in, and it'll continue to go forward. Like a flying saucer or something like that. When you pull it back, it's gonna come like that, and you let go, and it's gonna go forward again. That's actually pretty cool. And I can think of a whole bunch of areas where something like this could actually work. They come in a variety of sizes here and a variety of colors. The tiny little ones that we could probably, maybe I could get some panfish or some crappie with some. There's actually a couple other different ones here. We got these ones here. This is a smaller version. They got little twister tails on it. Instead of just the 4 tentacles, the outside 2 of them are little twister tails. Gonna give it a little more action. That's pretty cool. We're definitely gonna be able to catch some fish with these things, no matter what, guys. The flying lure. This thing is pretty different, pretty unique. This unique little flying frisbee of a tube jig. I got faith. I think this is actually gonna work. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. And there's still business. There's gotta be some reason behind that. But there it is, the flying lure in all its glory. And we're gonna put it to the test the way I know best. And here we go, guys, the third and final of the As Seen on TV lures. This one actually I'm quite excited about. This is not the most unique one out there, but it is one I've been dying to try, and I do remember the commercial for it. This comes from the man himself, the bass professor, the big fish whisperer, Mr. Doug Hannons. It's the snake lure. It's the Fishin Snake. This one comes with a DVD. I can actually watch the instructions on this one here. As Seen on TV. My ultimate big fish weapon from the bass professor himself, Mr. Doug Hannons. Floats, coils, swims. Who doesn't like to eat a snake? I know what you're thinking. They're just giant plastic rubber worms. They are not just a big rubber worm. They actually do have a unique little action to them, at least as far as I can see on any of the videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors here. The white albino, brown rat snake, red viper, black moccasin, and the green grass snake. It's weedless. It's going to work a lot more on the top. There's no weight. Yeah, I guess you could weight it down, but it's going to mimic a snake swimming across the surface. Free bonus decal. That's a sweet looking decal too. Congratulations, you now own the ultimate big fish lure. The ultimate. Woo. And hang on for explosive top water action. Let's see what these bad boys actually look like and feel like. Check out this decal, dude. Ah, I love it. So that is a badass decal. That's gonna look killer on the back of the truck. How do you open it? How do I open it? Well, there's the DVD. The bass professor teaches me everything I need to know about catching big fish. I'm actually deathly afraid of snakes. I probably shouldn't admit that. I don't like snakes. Snakes scare the bejesus out of me. And it doesn't matter if they're just little ones or big ones. It really doesn't matter. I will jump in the air and run away screaming like a little girl. Yeah, I want nothing to do with no snakes. But if a snake's gonna catch me a big fish, these things feel creepy. Yeah. They do look like this thing. Look at the eyeballs on these things, man. Crazy eyeballs on these things. It stretches quite a bit. Yeah, definitely very stretchy. These are not like your typical worms. The top, very detailed. You see all the little scales and nastiness of a snake. The bottom is actually completely flat. I'm sure that has something to do with the way it's gonna work on the top water. It looks like it bounces back, but on the very end, there's actually a little paddle tail. Pretty crazy, guys. Pretty crazy. The Fishin Snake. They're not overly large either. Bass will, just about any size will take this. I think it stands a pretty good chance of being able to catch some decent fish with the Fishin Snake. So that's it, guys. All 3 of the As Seen on TV lures that I could find remaining out there, we're gonna put them to the test the way I know best. It's the helicopter lure, the flying lure, and the Fishin Snake. Let's get out there and let's see what kind of damage we can do. There we go. It's a beautiful morning. We're gonna go fish the As Seen on TV. It's time. Let's do this. Woo! Yeah, buddy. I am super excited about this. Couldn't wait to do this one because so many of you suggested the lures that I forgot. Now it's time for round 2. The challenge today, we're going to take the remaining As Seen on TV lures and we're going to put them to the test the way I know best. And I'm going to see if I can catch a fish on each and every one of them. That would be a challenge complete. Can I take down the final 3 As Seen on TV lures? This is going to be amazing, guys. Stay tuned for this. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, well, just getting everything all rigged up here. The very first thing is going to be the helicopter lure. Very kindly, Roland Martin and the boys, they provided us with a bunch of these swivels here. And that's the hook they provided. It's about, probably looks like about a 4/0 extra wide gap hook. Color-wise, I'm not sure what to do out here, to be honest. I never go wrong with pearl. White buzz baits, white spinnerbaits, and that's kind of what this is mimicking. You just kind of Texas rig it. That is, what a goofy looking thing, guys. That is what we're going to start with today. All right, let's rig up the other ones. The Fishin Snake, I'm going to rig that up on another casting rod here because I'm going to put this into some heavier cover, and I got a medium heavy rod out there. So this is the hook that came with it. I may end up switching this to an extra wide gap hook. I'm going to start with the pearl white on the snake. I'm rigging this up. It's just a simple Texas rig as well. Trying to keep it as weedless as possible. There it is. Woo! There's our snake, ready to go. The flying lure. I like this green pumpkin style color. It always works well in the worms and everything else out here. Rigging these up, this is different. I probably should have read the instructions on this, huh? It goes like this, rigged up like that, so when this thing is tied on, you're going to skirt it backwards, but then it's going to slide forward in the water column. And there we go, the flying lure all rigged up, ready to go. There we go, all 3 of the remaining As Seen on TV lures rigged up, ready to run. Helicopter lure, the Fishin Snake, and the one and only flying lure. Let's get this done. Helicopter lure, leading the way. Thing is, it's interesting, that's for sure. I gotta just stop at this area. I've had a lot of luck in this area. I figured I might as well just stop on my way past, at least give it a shot to see how this thing actually runs and works. It's not very heavy, so as it's going through the water, it's making a lot of commotion. It does kind of hop and pop a lot. Like it wants to pop out of the water. I like the commotion that it makes for sure. It definitely spins nice and easily. I really like the fact that it's weedless. It doesn't make a ton of noise. It's a soft plastic, so much like unlike your whopper plopper or your buzz plate or something like that, it's got the hard blades, the metal blades and the plastic blades that's really going to make that clinking, plopping noise. This thing is fairly silent because it's soft plastic. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. I guess I can see why a fish would hit this. I don't think I'm going to have a tremendous amount of success with it, but that's what just makes it all the better challenge though. I've seen some fish hitting the surface back here, back in these weeds. And I'm casting this helicopter lure right over top of right where they were. And I've gotten 0 attention so far. Not even a follow, no, nothing. Whatever reason, I saw quite a few smashes back in this little spot right where I am. And I'm getting no attention to this at all, though. Wonder if I should try the snake here. Here we go. I've been excited to try this one. The Fishin Snake. Snakes are in every single state in this country, they say. No matter where, and every predatory fish eats baby snakes. That's got a really cool little action to it. Just kind of twitch it. I'm just going to kind of walk it and pop it along.
stays on the surface, stretches out, coils back up, stretches out, coils back up. It does have a really neat little action to it. Well, we had a problem already with the snake. While casting it, it hit just a little bit of this grass and it lost its tail. This stuff is not as indestructible as it's supposed to be. That was my only white one, unfortunately. That's the one I really wanted. It broke off right about there. We're gonna go with this chartreuse green one now. Can't win for losing. Having a rough morning so far, guys. Zero luck with both the helicopter lure and the fishing snake so far. Not a single bite, not a single follow, nothing. We're gonna keep plugging away. At least we've got a little bit of a breeze now. It was dead calm earlier. That never helps. Never helps when we're talking buzzbait style lures. Dead calm and bright sun is not your typical buzzbait pattern. Well, I had zero luck with any of the other two lures. Let's try tossing this flying lure around. See what it does. Got a little dock here that sticks out a little farther than most of the other ones. Figure this would probably be one of the perfect places to try a lure like the flying lure here. Just kind of playing with it. I casting it out, letting it swim forward, giving it a nice pull back so it can dive forward again. Kind of looking like a crawfish, I guess. We're on. Got one. The little flying lure's got one. He got a very, very tiny one, but we got one. Hey, we didn't get skunked today. Check it out. This is a super duper little baby, but the flying lure did catch a fish. It is the only one to catch a fish so far. Honestly, that was the first strike of any sort that I got today. Cool, we're on the board. We got something. Alright. Let's find a better spot. Oh. The flying lure strikes again. Another small one, but it's a little bigger than the last one anyway. But they're definitely liking it. I think it's just the size of this thing that's the problem. It's just too small. If they had a much bigger version, I bet you I'd catch bigger fish. This is definitely the approach that I needed to be taken today, though, for fish. This flying lure is nice. It's very easy to fish too. Cast it out and then just slowly jig it back. You know, give it a jerk and let it do its thing. That is a definite downside to the flying lure, though. It is not a weedless lure whatsoever. Wonder if the folks over there at Flying Lure could come up with a weedless version. That'd be pretty cool. Something I could work into the pads. A little larger weedless version. Bring kind of a whole new game to flipping and pitching. Get it right back into that deep stuff and let that thing swim underneath everything. That'd be a good idea. All right, guys, we got a good one. Good one on the flying lure here. Whew. He came and grabbed it out here. Oh, that's a nice fish, guys. Nice fish. Yeah, flying lure. Got me a decent one. Get him up here. Yeah, there we go. That is a nice fish for the flying lure. Considering everything else I've been catching today, right in the corner of his mouth. There it is, the flying lure. He hit it. I thought I was snagged on the bottom. Ha, nice. Flying lure. Whew. There's something to this lure. I'm telling you, it's working. It's the only thing working today, but it's working. You can really slow down and work this thing essentially in one spot. You can actually keep that in that strike zone for quite some time. I pull it up a couple times and let go. It's going to go right back out to that spot. It's got a real neat little action to it as it swims down. It kind of goes a little bit side to side. It's like it's swimming on its own, really. Or flying, I guess, is what they would say. This is pretty cool, guys. I got to admit. I'm actually enjoying it. It's caught a couple dinks and one nice one. But is it revolutionary? Is this a game changer? I really don't think so, guys. Because to be totally honest, I've got a number of lures in my box that I would rather be throwing right now that I can guarantee I've caught more fish than I've caught on this flying lure here. For it to really be revolutionary, man, I'd have to be catching a fish every single cast pretty much. It's very unique. I do like the action. It's definitely got a pretty cool place. But to say it is a revolutionary, game-changing is something I cannot say, guys. It's just a very nice, very unique soft plastic. That works. It works well. But so does the Senko. So does a wacky rig. So does a trick worm. The fact that it will propel itself forward and almost swim on its own is very cool. It is something that you can utilize that could probably get you 1 or 2 more strikes. But I'm not seeing it as the next best thing by far. I'm buried so deep in the thickest stuff that I can find, tossing this snake around. I'm hoping to find some monsters buried in here. Casting 11-inch snake. Yeah. Through the heavy slop. I haven't seen anything at all back here though. I'm trying everything I can with these as seen on TV lures. The snake and the helicopter lure are whooping me right now. I haven't had a single blow up, a single strike at all today. And I've gone from the thickest stuff to open water. I really like this snake. The Fishin Snake it's really neat lure. It's got a great action to it. Definitely a big fish bait. But no matter what, for a as seen on TV lure to call themselves revolutionary and brag as well as they do in all those infomercials, I shouldn't have to make any excuses as to why I'm not catching anything. If these things are as good as they say in those commercials, well, heck, I should be catching them any time of the year, anytime I want with it. And I'm not seeing that at all. I'm here making excuses as to why these lures aren't working right now. Throwing the helicopter lure. The area I'm in right now is a great big grass flat. It's a big spawning flat. I crush it on this flat with buzz baits and spinner baits all the time, especially with a little breeze like we got right now. This helicopter lure, this should excel back here right now, and I'm not getting anything. Not a single blow up, not a single strike. Got a crappy ass bird's nest again. This helicopter lure loves to give me bird's nests. Definitely creates a lot of line twist. As I was saying, this helicopter lure should be excelling back here right now. Well, it's not. It's not working at all. Not impressed at all with the helicopter lure. We got one. The helicopter lure got one. Oh, and he's good too. He's a good one. Oh, he's a nice fish. Holy crap, the helicopter lure got one. Don't lose him. Oh, he's a big one. Oh, he's a good fish, and he's buried in this grass. Oh my God, yes, yes. Oh, 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 the helicopter lure just slammed one. Get in there, yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at it, guys. It's a beauty, and he got it on the helicopter lure. Yes, woohoo! Just like I was saying earlier, this area should excel with this lure. There's fish in here, and he finally got one. I can't believe you ate that. What were you thinking? Look at this thing. You ate that? Ah, yeah! Helicopter lure. We got one. What a beauty, too. That's a good solid 3.5 pound bass. Whew. He came up, man. I wish I was recording. He came up and hammered it. Hammered it. Nice explosion on the top. Whew. Yes, we got one. But we got one on the helicopter lure. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. I had to switch up, put the helicopter lure on another rod here. The line twist got so bad on that other one that I just couldn't do anything anymore. The entire reel is just, it's screwed. So I've been casting around here, and after about 20 minutes, we got a ton of line twist on this one now too. This lure is horrible for line twist. Trying to work the snake through this real, oh, he's still there. Through this real heavy grass here. I'm just gonna let that snake sit there. Maybe he'll take it. He stares at it for a while. Something keeps smashing around in it every time I come near it with that snake. But oh, there we go, guys. Oh, he's still there though. Oh, come on. Hopefully he's still there. Oh, this is why I got the heavy equipment. I'm going after him. I can feel him thumping around down in there. Oh man, I hope he's still there. Yeah, oh yeah, I can see him. He's still there. Yeah, oh my God, he's huge, guys. He's a freaking pig. Oh my God, oh my God. On this snake, look at the size of this pig. Oh my God. Get him up here, yes. The snake, the fishing snake. And you guys saw it. The size of this snake. That is a monster! Oh my God! Woo! Look at the snake in the corner of his mouth! Oh my God! That is a pig! An absolute toad! Oh my God! The biggest bass I've caught out of this lake by far. And it came on the As Seen on TV Fishing Snake! Are you kidding? The Bass Professor, you were right. This thing does catch giants. Oh my God. Guy, that's an 11-inch snake. 11-inch snake. Let's see, that'll be about there. This is like a 25-inch fish. 24-inch fish. This is a giant pig. Oh my God. This is insane. Look at the size of this beast. This has got to be a 7-8 pound fish. Oh my God, look at the size of that beast. Are you kidding me? Look at this giant pig. Oh my goodness. And it ate that snake. See, it's good 23 inches long. Gotta be a 7-8 pound bass all day long. Guys, all day long. Let's get this beauty back in the water. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, guys? Look at what the fishing snake did. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! The fishing snake got us a 7-pound monster. Look at that pig. Giant pig. This fishing snake, Doug Hannons, the Bass Professor. Look what you did for me, my friend. Look what you did. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. That's a relief. Yeah! That is unbelievable. We got one on the snake. We got one on the helicopter lure. We got him on the flying lure. We completed the As Seen on TV challenge. Woo! Woo! What a day. The As Seen on TV Lure Challenge 2 was a success. I came out here today to try out the final 3 As Seen on TV lures that I could find anyway. Man, I had a blast out here. We struggled a little bit. It wasn't as easy as you would think those revolutionary lures should have been. If they truly lived up to everything that they said in their commercials, well, I should have just slayed them out here no matter what the conditions are. If you want to call yourself a game changer, a revolutionary lure, you should be the lure that I reach for every single time conditions get tough. So I do believe, guys, that the commercials are just clever commercials. They're geared much more to hook you than they are to hook fish. There is something to some of these lures. I'm not going to discredit them whatsoever. We found some great success on a few of them. I had to work my butt off for the helicopter lure. Roland Martin's helicopter lure, man, that gave me fits. It gave me and my gear fits. I have 2 2 outfits that the line is completely jacked. It line twists them so bad. I definitely struggle with that lure. I did manage to get one nice bass off that. It surprised me for how hard I had to work to be able to get it. No doubt in my mind, if I was throwing a traditional buzzbait or spinnerbait back there, I would have hammered the fish today. But we managed to get one on the helicopter lure. I don't know if it was the stupidest fish in the lake, because I have no idea why it bit that thing, but it did. As far as the helicopter lure goes, on my famous scale of 1 out of 10, I am going to give it a solid 4.5. I had to work way too hard on ideal conditions to be able to get just that one fish. 4.5 out of 10 for Roland Martin's helicopter lure. Oh yes, the flying lure. Out of all of the as seen on TV lures that I've tested out here in both of these episodes, I think the flying lure is one of the most creative out there. It has its own idea and its own unique persona, and I dig it. I like that, and I like the fact that it can go forward and go underneath docks and other structure. Great idea. Is it a revolutionary game changer? Absolutely not. I think I could have had just as much success out here fishing some of my other soft plastics like a tube jig or a wacky rig Senko. Now we did manage to catch 3 different fish in a short period of time, and I'm sure if I fished it for hours, I would have caught a heck of a lot more fish. But they weren't the biggest fish. They were in fact the smallest fish that we caught today. I think the flying lure is a pretty decent lure. I really do. I don't know if it'll end up in my tackle box, but I will give it, on my scale of 1 to 10, for the creativity, the uniqueness, and the fact that it does actually catch fish. I am going to give the flying lure a solid 7 out of 10. That's pretty high on my scale. I like the lure, I like the idea, I like the concept. I wish it was weedless, and I wish it was a little bigger. But 7 out of 10 for the flying lure, that's not bad. Good job. The bass professor, Doug Hannons himself, invented a lure that he calls the Big Fish Magnet. Guaranteed to catch you bigger fish. It's the Fishin Snake. Their claim to fame? It catches big fish. Did it ever? We hammered a giant. This lake is the lake I fish more often than not. So I've literally caught hundreds of bass out of this lake. The Fishin Snake says it catches you bigger fish. They weren't lying, folks. The Fishin Snake caught me my biggest bass of 2018 on an artificial lure. And my biggest fish out of this lake, where I've caught hundreds, came on the Fishin Snake. It does catch you bigger fish. I gotta say, guys, I really enjoyed that lure. It's fun to fish, it's easy to fish, and it produces. That one is definitely staying in my box. I'm gonna see if I can find myself some more. I liked it that much, guys. So, on my scale of 1 to 10, when it comes to the Bass Professor Doug Hannons Fishin Snake, I'm giving it a solid 9.5. You heard it here, folks. 9.5 for the Fishin Snake. If you want big fish and you want a lure that you can get into that dirty, nasty, messy stuff and pull those big ones out, get yourself a Fishin Snake. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something. And if you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button. And leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film out here. I'll do my very best to make a video out of each and every one of those. But most importantly, guys, subscribe to that channel. And if you're already subscribed, stay subscribed, because there's plenty more coming in Sawgrass Bass's future. One last time, guys, from beautiful North Florida, taking down the As Seen on TV Lure Challenge, one lure at a time. It's Captain Mikey signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.